Hey, folks, and welcome back to Glenn and Adrian's Rock Talk. That's Adrian.
And that's Glenn.
And a clip recently re-emerged that is of The Warning playing Dust to Dust in an acoustic version. It's only about 2 minutes long. My understanding is there is a different camera angle featured on Patreon, so we weren't exactly sure if we were going to feature it, but we think this is probably okay because this particular video footage has been around and publicly available since it first aired in 2019. So I figure that means it's fair game, but we did think about it very carefully and just thought it would be a good thing to check out. Somebody just recently re-uploaded it, and so it's pretty visible again to the fans. And I saw some of it and thought, gee, this looks really fascinating. So we're going to check it out today and give our thoughts. Adrian, any thoughts ahead on an acoustic version of Dust to Dust before hearing it?
That's got to sound interesting, man.
Yeah.
All right. Acoustic version of Dust to Dust. I've got to hear this.
And it's a short one, of course. So, all right, let's go ahead and check it out, and we will discuss afterwards.
All righty.
Hey, come on and walk this way. Look what I have prepared to show you. Let me show you how things can quickly unfold. In the end, everything just turns back into dust to dust or bones for us, and we shall start again. Dust to dust or bones for us, and we shall start again. Hey, where are you going? Don't trust all that you hear. Aren't you sick of running? It's better to stay here. Dust to dust, our bones are rust, and we shall start again. Dust to dust, our bones are rust, and we shall start again. Dust to dust, our bones are rust, and we shall start again. Dust to dust, our bones are rust, and we shall start again. Hey, where are you going? Don't you trust all that you hear? And there's no use in running. It's better to stay here.
Okay, thoughts, Adrian?
Oh, that was interesting and awesome. Ollie on the acoustic bass. I don't think I've seen that.
We saw it one other time when they played at a Monterrey hotel, maybe a conference room just for them to record in. It was something like that. They did 4 songs from the Queen of the Murder Scene album. That was the only other time that I've seen her play with an acoustic bass. So, yes, something of a rarity there.
Yeah.
I liked how we could see very clearly what Danny was playing for chords because I knew that it was always interesting and maybe not what people expect, when they just listen to the song. She has some chords in there that maybe you wouldn't anticipate. And you can hear them a little bit better if you listen to the album version, but I don't think they're quite as prominent in their normal electric versions, live versions. So that was nice to see. Kind of a nice little window there. We could hear all 3 girls singing very clearly. The vocal mics for once were spot on and very nice sound. There were significant portions where it was just Pow and Ali on the bass. That was interesting, like the very beginning of the song, the first half of the first verse, and then towards the end there, that last little breakdown. It was just bass and a vocal, Pow's vocal. And it worked. It worked really well. So a very cool, compact version. Never seen anything quite like that before. We have seen them do 2-minute versions of some of their songs acoustically before. That's not new, but this was brand new to us. So never seen Dust to Dust like this.
Yeah, I was kind of wondering when Rudy was going to come in.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't figure he was going to show up since we didn't have a full kit, you know, and yeah, it wouldn't have worked, you know. But this, yeah, I mean, there was a certain poignancy to it, you know, because it was acoustic. Yeah. So very, very cool. I'm so glad that got shared recently, and I hope the band is cool with it. I'm assuming they are, because like we said, this particular clip is what went out on the airwaves, and I think what's on Patreon was actually from Rudy's phone, so it's more behind the scenes. So hoping that's okay. If I get an indication that it's not okay, we might remove the video. We'll see. It's pretty interesting. Okay. All right, folks, why don't you let us know what you thought of that, and if you've ever seen it before, and if you can provide any context. Were there any other songs they played that day in that studio? I couldn't even tell where that was done, to be honest with you. So if you have any details on that, that would also be a very interesting thing. Like, I think even the only date I have is 2019. So if you have more info, please leave it. If you have other suggestions for us, leave those below, please. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. And if you enjoyed the presentation, please subscribe. All right. Thanks so much for joining us, and we'll catch you on the next one. All right. Take care, folks.
See you all later.